What's up, guys? Back with another video, and this is the start of a new series I'm going to start, man. This is going to be called Story Talks. I don't really have a goal for this series. I just want to come on here and just document everything that I'm going through, everything that's happening in my day-to-day, stuff I'm struggling with, stuff that is going good. Just use this YouTube as like a journal almost. Just talk about my day-to-day life, whatever's on my mind, and kind of see where it goes. So, yeah, man, where do I even start? It's been 1 month since I've been in Thailand, right? It's crazy. Life-changing experience. I had to become a new person when I got here. I almost knew that switch was gonna happen naturally, but you really do have to become someone else when you get here, because your old self isn't gonna make it. You have to adapt, you have to change, you have to learn, and I'm learning that now. But I got news, guys. So in 9 days, I have my first pro Muay Thai fight. I've been training for 1 month, and I was sitting at 7-Eleven eating lunch, and my coach called me, and he said, "Luke, do you want to fight on the first?" Well, his English is kind of broken, so I had to kind of, configure what he was saying. But he said on the first, I said, yes, I want to fight, yes. And then after that, he told me, what weight class and a couple other details. And I accepted the fight, of course. And that was yesterday, so I trained today. And then Monday will be my first Muay Thai camp. Twice a day, running with the Thais, just training twice a day. It'll be about 5 hours of training a day. It's going to be nuts. I'm really excited. And, man, it's crazy, because whenever stuff like this happens to me, right? Momentum, let's call it. Whenever momentum happens, right? I'm launching a new business. I got my first pro Muay Thai fight. Whenever there's momentum in my life, I always think back. I always think back to when I was like 18 years old. The reason I think back to when I was 18 years old is because I felt so trapped where I was at in life. I knew I wanted more, but I had no idea what I wanted and no idea how to get there, if that makes sense. Like, the only thing I knew how to do was just spend time with people that were going to make me better. So I just spent time on YouTube, Instagram, just binge watching all my favorite people that could teach me a skill to get me out of my situation. And I remember, like, this limiting belief I had of myself. It was like I always knew I was made for something different, something more, but I never knew what. An example that comes to mind is, like, I remember when my parents were I was talking to my parents one day, my family, and I was like, so, like, when I'm older, I just buy a house and I live there my whole life? And they're like, yes. I was like, my whole life? Like, I mean, I said okay, but I remember thinking, like, I'm going to live in one place my whole life, and that's it. Like, what do I want to move? Like, what if I want to move or go here and not live here anymore? Like, what happens then? And I just knew from a young age, I never wanted to live an ordinary life. I never did. And I always had this mental cage that I was stuck in while having to do so, because I was afraid of disappointing the people that always believed in me. I grew up, it's not like I had people in my corner always rooting for me. What's funny about that is the more you step outside the box and the more you chase opportunity, people will go in your corner, because people love a superhero story. They do, and you're going to have haters, but yeah, so, where I was at, I just never understood that concept of just, like, settling down with a normal life. I could never do that. And looking back, I'm in Thailand, gonna have a pro Muay Thai fight. I live with my brother. We've made hundreds of thousands of dollars in our 20s. And it's crazy, because all we had to do was just overcome this limiting belief, which is we have to abide by other people's rules of how we have to live our life. But I always say my gut is my best mentor, because my gut never leads me down the wrong path. It always tells me to do the right thing. What leads me down the wrong path is temptation, is what I think in here. Like, this is usually wrong, right? And this is right. If you lead it with your heart, you can't really go wrong. And it's just an absolute 180. But the biggest thing The biggest thing is, like I was saying, like being fucking trapped at 18, right? Let me scoot this back. Being trapped at 18, like knowing I need more out of life, knowing I have to move out of my hometown, knowing that I need to be big, strong, rich, hot girlfriend, fast car, big house, like I just need to be more than what everyone's telling me I'm supposed to be right now. Like, and honestly, it's not even all about the money. Like, it's not. Like, it's not. It's important. It's definitely important, and it's definitely a priority, but it's not all about the money. And the reason I say that is because me and Joy, we've made some money, man. We've made some fucking money. But like, what we do now, obviously our income is extremely low. The only thing that we're getting paid from is from our reoccurring, or what's it called? Is our renewals from insurance, which haven't even hit yet. Those will be coming in the next 4 or 5 months. So we took a huge pay cut to chase opportunity, to chase a passion, to chase what we fucking want to do, to chase the lure. And I think that's what everyone misses, is like, maybe that's the point. Like, maybe that's the point of life, to chase and have a storybook life. I don't know, but I'm learning it, and like, there's no way I can ever let anybody ever tell me how to live my life ever the fuck again. Man, it's crazy. I'm trying to put it into words, but like, I still can't even comprehend it. I really can't. 3 years ago, not even, let's see, how many years ago? I was working for the city of Peru as a summer helper, making minimum wage, whatever that was. I think it was like $600 a week. That was 3 years ago. 3 years ago. Let's see. I would say the biggest skill, the biggest thing I've learned is obviously trust your gut. But it goes back to discipline and consistency. Because I believe you will get out of life what you deserve. Not what you want, not what you think you deserve, but what you actually deserve in life. And I believe the universe, God, whatever you want to call it, I believe in God, but I know some people don't. Okay? I believe the universe watches you, every single decision you take. And I believe we're all in an assembly line. And the assembly line comes, right? The conveyor belt comes and hands us opportunities, and it's our job, or not our job, but it's up to us to grab the tool off the conveyor belt and make the most out of what we can do with that tool. I believe we all have that. So that's why I believe, like, everyone can be successful, or, whatever your definition of success is, everyone can achieve excellence, whatever it is. But I believe that you just can't say no to opportunity. Like, you just need to have a consistent habit, consistent discipline of saying yes to opportunity, even when you do not want to. Man, so I made my program, right? I made all the workout programs yesterday. I thought it was going to take 45 minutes because it's like second nature to me. I've been making programs ever since I was 15 years old. It took like 3 hours. It took a lot longer, a lot more thought into it. But I was like, man, like, I love this shit. Like, this is the opportunity. This is amazing. This is awesome. When I see some people on the island I'm on, I know I got to create a network. It's imperative. Like, you have to create a network. And the guys I see that tag Koh Samui in their post, I hit them up, even if they look a little bit weird. Even if I'm like, do I want to meet this guy? I don't know. But you never know. I text them. Because I know nothing like once you prove to God, once you prove to the universe that consistency isn't going anywhere, like, you earn that, then it's like, okay, that's step one. He's not backing down. Now, what I believe is, once you prove that, pray for ideas, pray for wisdom, pray for work ethic. Because what happens when you pray for those things, what I believe is that you allow your mind to think more outside the box than about those topics than you ever have. So when you pray, hey, can I be more or please bless me with wisdom, work ethic, so on and so forth. it's the first time that you tell that you're subconsciously thinking about these things, because you're never going to think of something if it's not even on your mind in the first place, right? Okay, let me break that down another way. So I've never been interested in Muay Thai ever before I moved here. I like fighting for sure, but not like Muay Thai, right? Like boxing, jiu-jitsu, but not Muay Thai, okay? I get here, and what happens? Obviously, I pray I stay healthy, and I become the best fighter that I'm able to become. What happens? I start looking at YouTube for Muay Thai fights more, and I start, learning new technique from, or me and Joey start talking about it more, or whatever it is. But the actions will align with what prayers you ask for, what supplication you ask God for. That's kind of how it works. So once you prove that you have the consistency aspect, then you got to pray for, more specific of what you need. I mean, you can do this at the same time, but now it's like, okay, now that you got the consistency, now you're going to get the wisdom, the ideas, and the work ethic, and you're going to put it into place. And you're not going to think about it. You're just going to work. And then the work's going to look like this. From a material standpoint, the work's going to look like this. Now, after the work looks like this for about 3 to 6 months, you're going to start going like this. And when you are progressing and you see the progress, you're never tired when you're winning. You're going to be so much more motivated. Let me explain that again. So when I do Muay Thai in the morning, some days I'm achy, I'm tired. I definitely do my best, but not all the time I go 100% every practice. Not all the time, because your body can only handle so much. I learned I got a fight yesterday. I went so fucking hard today. I was so motivated. I got momentum. You're never tired when you're winning. Win. The only way to win is to lose first and then figure out how not to lose. The only way you win is by hating to lose. That's the only fucking way. And I hate losing. I hate losing. I hate losing the conference championship in high school. I hate losing the hottest girl that was in my hometown. Like, I hate losing. I fucking hate losing. I want to win. The only way to win, I gotta keep it down. There might be kids around. Kind of in a park right now. The only way to win is by not stopping. You cannot fucking stop. You gotta attack opportunity nonstop. And then when you're not working, you gotta reflect. And then when you're not reflecting, you gotta pray, because you have to put faith in the unknown. You gotta give that to God. That's what God's for. God is for, obviously, gratitude and everything like that. Bad times, pray to Him and stuff. But God is the most found when you're in the unknown. That's where faith comes from. Faith without works is dead. So if you say that you're a believer, if you say that you believe in God, but when times get good or times get bad or times become unknown, and if you don't pray, it's dead, right? You got to work at it too. So you can pray for these things, but you got to put them in the work. You cannot stop. You have to keep going. You have to fucking keep going. And I want to say one last thing. So obviously, right, it's my first pro fight. I don't know shit about this kid I'm fighting. I did see a video, and he looked like he was kind of in my skill range, to say, but maybe he was, who knows, right? Who knows? I don't know how old he is. I don't know his height. I don't know shit, right? But what I do fucking know is this fucking attitude I got about life is going in the fucking ring with me. I don't really know what I'm doing with Muay Thai. My technique is probably trash. I don't fucking know. What I do know is the second that bell rings, it's gonna be like a fucking pin pulled out of a fucking grenade. I'm gonna go off and I'm gonna beat the fucking shit out of him. I have no game plan besides pulling the pin from the grenade and going at him with everything I have. Just the mindset I have for business, for my relationship life, for everything that I have is going towards this one individual. Obviously, I'm gonna have good sportsmanship. I think that's very important. I'm not gonna be dirty or anything. But the second we touch gloves, I don't know which one is better, but the second we just go like a fucking maverick going at that motherfucker. So, guys, that's what I got today. Again, I just want to use this channel of story talk just to document the feelings I got, what I'm going through mentally, physically, just talk to you guys, because when I was 18, man, this is what I needed, and I just want to be there for the guys, that are in my space, because I know how, man, I know what that shit's like. That's why I'm so motivated to help those guys, and that's all I can say. And if you guys haven't seen, I made my first post, okay, about what I'm doing, And I believe the biggest thing in life to change it is if you base your life off your fitness and your daily habits is going to change. Working out isn't going to pay your bills. I don't want to say working out like an animal is going to get you rich or anything like that. I'm not going to, that's just not true. But what's been the center of my life is fitness, because it's transformed my mentality. I've run 50 miles with no training in sub 12 hours and ranked 13th. I've done 1,000 pull-ups in an hour and a half. I was going for the world record, but then I moved. I've run 30 miles at 2 a.m. on Christmas morning with no sleep. Shit, I'm training Muay Thai in Thailand. The list goes on and on, on and on. I've done a Murph in sub 30 minutes, 28 minutes, 30 seconds. Like I've been doing this. I can run a mile in sub 5 minutes. I've been doing this shit. The biggest thing about fitness is it's going to shape your mentality. And if you guys don't know where to start, I'm fucking telling you, that is the first place. That is, you get your fitness right, the mentality will follow. It will follow. I'm telling you. I promise. Plus a couple of daily habits to keep your spiritual in check and your mental. So, guys, that's what I got. I cannot wait to see where we're going. I'm here to document it. I don't know how much you're gonna post. I don't want to just post some bullshit. I want to make every post quality. If I have something to say, I'm gonna say it. If not, I'm not. But it's gonna be on my Instagram, guys. Follow me at Luke1Story. And anything you guys want to see, let me know, because I just want to be there for the guys that are in my shoes back in the day. That's what we're here to do. But as always, guys, story talks. No one's stopping us. No one's fucking stopping us. Not with the mindset we got. No. Let's go.